Governance expert Dr Sam Koma joins us for reaction to the latest in the ANC versus MKP and that judgment delivered not too long ago here in Johannesburg. Sam, good morning to you and welcome. How much of a practical and a psychological victory is this for MKP?
Well, yes, Iman, thanks for the opportunity. It's a big victory for the MK party in the sense that the Electoral Court has affirmed that the MK party followed due process. It fully complied with the requirements prescribed and provided for in the Electoral Act in relation to registering the formation of the party, because that was the contention also on the part of the ANC in terms of objecting to this process that was overseen by the Deputy CEO of the Electoral Commission, Mr. Shibori, in arriving at the decision to properly register the party. So the Electoral Court says the ANC failed to provide cogent reasons regarding its application for condonation. It also highlighted the fact that the ANC was a bit reactive in bringing this application. It failed from the outset in terms of objecting and also engaging with the Electoral Commission when this application was properly processed by the Electoral Commission. So I think for the ANC, the case is a reflection on tardiness on its part. And I think they will learn from this case going forward to become more proactive, thorough, and also careful in the manner in which they proceed to deal with some of these challenges that arises from their opponents regarding the formation of new splinter parties, of course, largely drawn from the ranks of the ANC.
Well, it seems the ship would have sailed for them on this particular one, and this is the one they really wanted. Maybe just as a quick aside, Sam, if we can just talk about lessons for political parties in general, in terms of how they make their objections, in terms of how they deal with the provisions of, the Electoral Act and electoral law in South Africa. There were some very key windows that were missed by the ANC that are available to all parties, who might not meet a certain threshold to go back, fix their house, come back and reapply, re-register, or to object to other parties in the space. So this is a sermon for everyone playing in South Africa's political space, isn't it?
Yes, you're quite, Iman. It's a lesson for all parties across the board, and also potential new parties that may be formed in future, largely being breakaway parties, others also, of course, being new parties altogether. What needs to be followed as prescribed in the Electoral Act, and also ensuring that due process is followed, and where they want to register displeasure, contestation, objections, they do that immediately. And you can see from this judgment, right from the outset, you could see that the Electoral Court was saying the ANC was reactive in dealing with this particular objection. But remember, this is not the end of the matter. We know that tomorrow it's a separate matter that deals with, of course, the case between the ANC and the MK around the contestation of the name uMkhonto weSizwe. So we'll see how that court arrives at its determination. But now it's official. MK party, as per this ruling, it followed all the due process. It lawfully registered the party, and also the Electoral Commission also ensured that everything is above reproach in terms of handling this particular application.
And you can hear the language already. In a sense, you would be forgiven for thinking that they've actually won an election with how they are framing all of this. Jabulani Khumalo, the president, the leader of MK, saying, they will try everything to distract us, but even if they point fingers in our eyes, we will still be able to go forward, really celebrating the position of Jacob Zuma in the party, and also, that everyone will block us, but we didn't panic. They're coming across as this resolute party who's, in a sense, managed to outsmart and outwit the ANC. Given the bigger political contestation in South Africa, particularly between these two parties, the role that Jacob Zuma is playing in MK, again, just maybe to weave back to the psychological victory that is, that is implied in today's decision ahead of the elections come 29 May.
Yes, right, Iman. So what it means in simple terms is that the MK party soldiers on. It shows that it's organizationally better organized, and that speaks to how they ensured that the party is properly registered as per the requirements of the Electoral Act, and they've fulfilled that, they've complied with that. But also it is now indicating that they seem to have much ground, especially in provinces like KZN, where they seem to be connecting, resonating with a certain section of the electorate. So I think it gives them a moral boost, but also organizationally it means that they need to proceed to focus on their election messaging and also look at other political ideas that they want to bring to the fore as part of selling their ideas, and also trying to connect and also woo or attract potential voters. And we'll see the 2019 May election results, what will indicate in terms of their electoral fortunes and also performance. Let's
come back to the governance and the government issue and the governance and the legal issues, Sam. This was an important demonstration again, and took us on this journey of what happens inside these courts, especially those who are tasked to adjudicate matters relating to electoral law. We saw at the very outset when the ANC was making its opening arguments in court, arguing and making this prayer that the court does have jurisdiction, and went to quite a bit of detail in terms of arguing how it does so. Today, the court itself saying the court lacks jurisdiction on this particular matter. And so there are these complexities and nuances as to how different arms, of the law and of jurisprudence in this country do work. So share with us what for you is perhaps one of the most important things to come out in terms of the way the court managed this matter, adjudicated this matter, and then decided it.
Yeah, so the Electoral Court, if you followed how they delivered the judgment, they are saying Electoral Commission, which is the IEC, explored and followed all the dispute resolution mechanisms provided to it as per the Electoral Act. So in terms of this review application, they're saying the ANC was provided with all these avenues, and also the timelines are provided in the Act, but they failed to capitalize and also to make use of these dispute resolution mechanisms. But also the ANC can still approach another court. It could be the High Court with a view to still ask for the review of the decision. In this instance, they will ask to appeal the judgment of the Electoral Act. So the avenues are still available for the ANC if they intend to pursue this particular application through an appeal of the judgment of the Electoral Court. So that is provided for in terms of our legal system. So we'll see whether they will make a decision around this particular matter, or they will still pin their hope on the ruling which is coming tomorrow with regard to the registration of the MK party, the name uMkhonto weSizwe. So we'll see how that one pans out.
Just a quick final one then on the avenues, and that was going to be my next question, is whether they would appeal this, given the complexity of the ask in court, and then of course the complexity of the ruling or the judgment that was given after, which kind of really unpicks all of these areas that they were hoping to pin a win on. This is the ANC, and eventually lost. What prospects and what sort of shape could this take, Sam, if they decide to go in the direction of a review appeal?
Yes, right, Iman. The prospects of success will definitely be slim. I mean, the reading of the judgment, just following how the Electoral Court advanced its reasoning to say the ANC failed to provide a cogent explanation, asking for condemnation, and also in terms of the review of the decision of the Deputy CEO. The reasons are quite persuasive. I don't think another court that may look at this decision of the ANC, if they intend to appeal, may grant an appeal in this instance. I think the prospects are quite slim for the ANC in this instance.
Dr. Sam Koma, governance expert, thank you very much for talking to us and just helping us understand some of the intricacies of this decision that was just handed down a short time ago. We appreciate your time.